All right. We will not wait for others. We will start right now. Today we will have a lot of important updates. It will be not the same material like it was on previous workshops. We will have one part, quite essential part, about our current progress in work with the artificial intelligence block and blockchain itself. How is the progress now, and what will be the nearest uh, deadlines and expectations when exactly this blockchain will be implemented into our real life, what will be the stages. The second updates about WattsTap game. It's all this information collected into one presentation. And after that, we will have a Q&A session. I want today to talk about only AI and blockchain and WhatsApp because quite soon, I think in 1 week, maximum 10 days, we will start slowly representing of our working team to our community. So everybody will be acknowledged to these people before the meeting with our team at Thailand. And I want you to be in material, and soon you will be, let's say, you will meet all these people in person. I hope it's quite interesting and important part. I hope that starting from the middle of January and every next our workshop, we will have more and more speakers from the side of development team. I think you will be surprised because these people definitely can speak, and they have a lot of things to deliver and to explain. They all super addicted to the work they're doing and proud of the development that we all together, we as developers and you as community, doing in this project. So step by step, I will be the person who will represent all the core material because I'm team lead of all this development team. But every next workshop after the middle of January, we will have we will invite according to topics the head of development team of WattsTap, the head of scientist department in AI development and learning process, the head of development team in blockchain, and the head of development team in kilowatt, and so on. So you will have meetings with all of them. Let's go to the presentation. Right now, I will switch off my video to give you an opportunity to be completely concentrated on the presentation, and let me show it to you. So, if you remember, the name of our AI substation is MasterChef, and the trademark that we now in the process of a registration for our blockchain is AI PoD, or shortly iPod, Artificial Intelligence Proof of Decentralization. If we're talking about the blockchain, the name of the consensus and the blockchain itself. We will correct all the official representation of the blockchain worldwide with our community. Of course, before the launch of the blockchain, we will receive from your side all the feedbacks and everything that you will see in realization in the end of this process will be completely accordingly to the major opinion of our community. But at this moment, we have these working names: a MasterChef for our AI substation and iPod for our blockchain. Let's move to the most important part of the explanation. I will try to convert all this, if we will have somewhere here some heavy terms, I will try to convert in normal terminology, but don't worry at all. This workshop under the record, and we will send to all of you who want to receive these materials this presentation. It will be possible to check if you need some clarification about the information inside this. Everything more or less intuitively understandable even for regular users. For the purposes to make a learning process of AI substation, we had to accumulate somehow an initial statistic data. And this initial statistic data was possible to be collected from the already existing blockchains. And as the basis, we used Polkadot and Cosmos. Without this critical massive of data, it will be not correctly the learning process of artificial intelligence, because it will be only theoretical hypothesis and practical implementation of which could be not really effective. Therefore, we used Polkadot and Cosmos accumulated data that were as the basis of our main learning process massive data storage, let's call it this way. For the purposes to have an effective implementation of KPIs, we split tasks on two main levels. It's a babe and grandpa. What does it mean? The babe, it's just the newborn block production, and grandpa, it's a finalization after all the check, confirmation, etc. So whenever you see somewhere in this presentation babe or grandpa, it's a mark of the level of certain block generation, and is important for the purposes to have correct KPI implementation. Let me remind you, KPIs, this is key performance indicators, and one of the core critical part of our blockchain consensus, talking about our proof of decentralization concept. I will not explain here in this first presentation, full-size presentation about our AI development process. I will not use blocks that connected to proof of staking, because it's exactly like it works in Ethereum. And I will not disclose here, at least this workshop, anything related to VARP system, because it's a scoring, and it works quite simple. The better performance of a validator, the more score collected, and the best result in implementation of the remuneration system or whatever. So the more important part, the core part of everything in our final effect, it's the heart of the consensus. KPIs, how it works, how tasks generates, and how these tasks implemented. One more important comment before I will explain all next questions. It's the fact that in our list of KPIs, we at this stage don't have one of the most important metric, key performance indicator metric. It's the portion or wage of usage renewable sources of energy, because in next two streams, this KPI metric will be implemented into proof of participation part of our consensus as not excludable point, and it will just be over the common system of calculation. So this is much more important, first of all, for the learning process of our AI substation, and for you to understand what is the internal nature of this solution and why it is so unique. So this phase one initial research completed absolutely effective for the purposes to moving forward successfully in our consensus AI PoD consensus building. So let's move to the next slide. It works in this way. Okay. All right. Phase two, KPI framework that implemented at this moment, completed from 5 key performance indicators. One is mining performance, and this is closer to the BABE level. It means the measure of validators' participation in block production. KPI number two, finalization of participation, measures in block finalization to the level of grandpa. KPI three, stake stability, assesses how stable a validator's bonded stake is over time. KPI four, reward efficiency, assesses how effectively a validator converts stake into rewards. And KPI five, overall validator score, simple average of the above KPIs. KPI 5 will be one of the main brick in the VARP system. KPI 4, reward efficiency, will be one of the main mark how to manage a reward system to any validator, and it's quite important. And KPI 3 will be quite high portion in common value of validator work, because this shows the interaction with the our users. And here I will not comment KPI 1 and 2 because it's completely understandable. It's a distance between the initialization of the block and the finalization of it. It's completely logical but necessary. Important part about KPI 3, the stake stability, in interesting effect. And it will be one of the first question that we will appoint together with our community before the final realization. Situation with the big number of validators is a must for the purposes to be 100% decentralized and to be out of risks of seizing the control from the side of any aggressive form to close the attack 51. We need to have massive number of validators, and it will be so. But important part, from mathematical point of view, we have direct correlation between big army of validators and speed of the blockchain. It's true, and it's a fact that from first point of view looks like, or from the first attempt to consider this situation, looks like not solvable. How it's possible if you want to have hundreds of thousands of validators or millions of validators, how it's possible to maintain a speed of a blockchain and to be competitive in this way. And one of the solution, and actually not the one, it will be the main solution that we will provide to our community for approval, is to create two levels of validators works. So it means that we will have one level of validator with a small number of validators. It will be hundreds or thousands of validators, and it will be executive validators, the one that really doing all these heavy validators work with the maintaining the nodes, blockchains, etc., all the direct actions. And the second level of validators, or initial validators, it will be validators that will provide to executive validators possibility to hold this position by using of the voting message voting system, and by executing a supervising on automatic way. What does it mean? If after the electing of a validator which is possible by voting process by using a BTN token. This validator that reached this possibility executes and not performs activity in a proper way, the remuneration distribution between all types of validators will be affected immediately. And this validator, executive validator, will be under the question if he may continue work as a validator, and his possibility to be a validator further on will be under the big question. So it will be sort of the election process in the United States of America, when you are not use your vote directly for the president or against. You elect first the representative persons that then doing a voting process and elect the president. In our case, it's a little bit simpler, but it solves on a technical level the way how to get the balance between speed of a blockchain, diversification of the blockchain, and decentralization as well. So this mechanism will be ready till the end of next stream in this concept implementation. I think it up to the next Friday we will have already in detailed, and we will provide our users, our community, with the 2 weeks time distance for the purposes to make votes, because it will be a couple of scenarios how we may proceed with this, but this is the way how we will do this. All right, let's move to the next. Phase 2, key findings that we managed to receive after the phase 2. First, stake not equal to influence. And this is one of the most important conclusion, and the rule that will be in our blockchain implemented. Without behavioral KPIs, risk remains hidden. And that means that staking, of course, important for the purposes to create essential amount of incoming cash flow for the validators. But staking itself not shows anything in terms of the volume of the remuneration and proportions inside this. The KPIs is the main driver and the main rules that need to be maintained and meted. Then, liveness via safety are separate risks, and it's important, and we do know how to solve it. The third conclusion is persistent behavioral anomalies detected that we received even in our current level of tests and environment, virtual environment that we create for artificial intelligence. And we definitely know how to solve this as well. First of all, the way how to fight with the dead validators and with overloaded validators, etc. And the rewards not equal to quality. Actually, it was almost obvious, but we want to move forward based on every next level of statistic do lie in proper way, checked and used and reprocessed. So our main focus is to build a balance between the wise KPIs implementation, inclusively the 6 KPI number 6, it's the usage of renewable sources of energy, and the quality. And in this case, the quality and high level of remuneration will be available even for those who are not covered or not related to the huge amount of stakings. And that's the unique part of the system. It means if the validator is really carefully work on the reputation and executes this functionality in a proper way, this validator will be definitely rewarded, and this is a really good driver for all the blockchain. Let's move to the next slide. Okay, phase number 3. We check the attack modeling, and it's completely completed. And we did this checking process with the RVA tokens, where we check the circulation in 3 stages, in 3 statuses. Simulated an economic attack where validator weight is according to this formula. I will not put you deeply in these things. Let me jump directly to results. With the low KPI validators, it will be necessary 48% of total stake to control, with 1/3 consensus weight, increasing costs of attack by 45%. It means that we already on the halfway to the balance, how to make a situation after which the attack effect will be decreased to 2% or 3% from 100% of potential result. For us, was important if it is possible by balancing the weighted or the mechanics, how to decrease any types of attacks. And first of all, the majority attack of 51%. And we definitely know how to do this. So it's just short period of time to implement this in the final version. Okay, going to phase 4. It's our current work in which we are in progress. First of all, historical smoothing, epoch base. Epoch, it's for the purposes to create final version of the consensus that will be implemented for everybody and available for everybody. We create a simulation of the time process, but speed up time into epoch. So one epoch, it's approximately a year of work or something like that. And it shows us development of potential scenario in the way in which it's really close to real based on the initial statistic that we accumulate, and shows us what could be the best solution from our side to move this into the correct direction. So we managed to come back to our initial structure with ChatGPT, Gemini, and DeepSeek. I will remind why we're using in our AI substation these 3 artificial intelligence. First, because of the double, triple check of all the conclusions that we have, because one AI may do some illusions, and we want to have a completely precise level. The second, we use the best balance of tokens paid for the calculation and investigation process. And in different models, we have completely different results. The best balance, for your information, if it's necessary, in case when we're talking about the big data analysis after the DeepSeek, the best balance when we're talking about the short-term solutions after the ChatGPT, and the best balance in work with the big amount of right here current data after Gemini. So in common, we have really good internal audit system. It's good. Let's move to the next phases, and this is one of the most important part. We have here phase 5, 6, 7, and 8, which already planned for the nearest 2 quarters. The one at February 2026, it's web-based KPI dashboard, the public validator explorer. This is important part. We want to represent this at February before the start of our blockchain for all our validators, inclusively with the final approved by our community system, how exactly these validators work. I'm talking about the initial and executive validators that I just explained before. Then at March 2026 as a deadline target date, we expect to finalize the KPI-linked staking weight for mainnet validators, and it will be actually a start of mainnet. And till the end of this quarter, we inside this plan, we will be in time with these deadlines. Our blockchain will start. Then, seventh phase, KPI-driven governance integration. It's an important part of the DAO, and we will try to speed up this process and to be in first month of the quarter 2 2026, because we expect that work of DAO will be regular. We have essential part of questions that need to be approved by all our active community members, and full phase number 8, full LLM assisted automated reporting system will be ready to the end of Q2 2026. We placed phases that directly connected to the work of validators and visible for validators. Of course, under the on our backstage, we have a lot of task lists that goes in parallel with this, but AI will be involved in each of these, and each of these level will be on the direct contact with the artificial intelligence substation. We will start this first contact with our MasterChef at February with our community, and our community and validators will have an access to MasterChef all the time. I have to say that this specific part, let's skip all these heavy explanations, mathematical models, etc., but even this specific part of the direct contact between artificial intelligence substation and validator, in the way like you already have as an experience, a unique part in the blockchain development, because this is the way how to make a really non-human based governance of the blockchain in the way that definitely works accordingly to expectations of the community, and in the best way from the level of quality of the decisions that could be executed by this artificial intelligence substation, this CEO MasterChef, and could be prepared as the questions that need to be approved from the side of the community. I want to make even careful conclusion that probably if everything will be completely successful in this direction, that this model could be a prototype of the way how exactly in the best way is possible to organize the management of the country because it's a democracy in the pure form. All right. That's all about AI. Let me jump on our updates with the play to earn concept that we have for the time period up to 2 days, 9th of January 2026. First impression, this quite old slide, I want to add that we made an update of our design team, and this month we will have much faster and in big extent a lot of new visual effect that will be in parallel with already quite successful tactical effect that you can receive after the first touch to the WattsTap game. I have to say a couple of words about WattsTap game. This play to earn concept, just a reminder, it's a tap game in the on the first stage in the style like Hamster's Combat, on the second stage after the reaching the portal like a Sim City in building of the solar power plant. And in this game, internal currency is watts, but the only currency that could be used for the purposes to pay for boosters and for chests and for other benefits inside this game, inclusively inventory, auction of inventory, participation in tournaments, in paid games, and so on. It's BTN and only BTN and never be other. And what is the one of the important part of our common concept is the fact that in a certain level of qualification and collection of all this internal progress, it will be possible to obtain a kilowatts, and which is a quite logical development of the game. Let me jump on the nearest updates that we already received. We have a new design of the chests, fine chests and standard chests in this color scheme, and it will be developing. We will have quite big list of these chests, and it will be a little bit more valuable and more costly from the in terms of the payment, and boosts that will look like this. Probably one of the most important information for you in terms of implementation, the payment by BTN in this game. First product that will be possible for purchasing in this game, it will be two things. First, it's chests, sorry, not chests, but boosters. And second, it's avatars. We will announce about this at Tuesday next week on our next workshop, and we are really close to this. All right, let's move to the next slide. This the avatar scheme that could be available by development of the progress or by purchasing, and we will have here a button equip that could be changed by the button to buy. And right now we managed to remove clipping of elements and remove gradient, not necessary. So right now we have quite a clear picture, which is much more easy for visual acceptance. Then we have development in inventory. We have light and dark screen. We want to check the feedback from the side of our focus group to find out if we need to keep the light screen, but that's separate work of separate chat. Let's go in this way. And what else? We add the report bugs, which is critically important for current moment, for the purposes to speed up the process of a big number of users. And that's the second important thing that I want to announce to all of you. WattsTap in next 1 week period became available for the possibility to work with the big number of users from the early stages. And because we connect new server powers and new backend scopes. So soon we will be completely effective with the finalization of internal stories and visual effect, and to announce the date of launch. Up to current moment, the worldwide launch, we still plan on the end of January, beginning of February, and next Tuesday we will announce the plan about marketing activity for the purposes to maintain the start of the game. So, what else? Daily tasks in Dark UI, which is important, and we will have some design updates as well. Then additional fixes and optimization in bottom panel, in background, in skins, in rounded edges in UI elements. Rounded edges, it's these lines around some artifacts. And texture size. Texture size optimization important for the purposes to have a comfort visual effect both in mobile and in desktop version, and plus the next stage of this development is an optimization for web app. So this game will be possible and available even on an early stage, not only in Telegram, but on web app as well. What else? That's it. Yeah, am I right? I think yes. That was the last slide in my presentation for today. Oh, it took 35 minutes, and nevertheless, that's the main updates I want all of you to pay attention to. We will have next workshop, last announcement from my side. Next workshop, we will be more concentrated on the questions with the kilowatt, and because at Monday we will we will have a feedback session in WattsTap in the relevant group, and everybody who taken participation there, if you have any thoughts, please feel free to provide us with this information, and it will start a stream. We will have nothing to add to exclude, and because of that, everything which is connected to WhatsApp and everything which is connected to artificial intelligence will be closed for comments, but we will have a lot of updates about kilowatt, and we will be happy to work closely Tuesday and Thursday about kilowatts. I think that at Tuesday we will start a focus group of kilowatt as well. And if you will have any questions about that, you will be free to ask at that group as well. Now, we have a couple of hands up. Let's go to our Q&A session. Stanislav Pumpalov. Yes, please.
Good evening. Thank you very much. My question is about the recordings. I missed the beginning. So where to find the recording from today?
Oh, it's not a problem at all. If you want to receive a record of this workshop, you may just ask our support. You can do this by GivoChat in your application, or in official chat of Beton AI. I don't think that it's a problem at all. Right after the end of this workshop, we will make the short checking if everything is okay with this recording. And if you need, we may send to you this presentation as well. Everything is completely public.
Okay, thank you. Can I ask Pavel to send me the recordings from today?
Pavel, if you will ask Pavel, it will be not a quick solution. You may ask support. It's much better and much faster, trust me. You can do this directly in GivoChat. Support will catch your request.
Thank you much. Thank you.
You're welcome. Abraham, please unmute yourself and ask your question.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Ivan, for the wonderful presentation. I don't want to take our time tonight. I'll just ask the question straight up. It's Abraham from Nigeria. You made mention of the WhatsApp not just to be launched and the activity of the WhatsApp to be done just only on Telegram alone, but also on the web application. So I just want to ask, I think that should be around your last comment on the presentation. I just want to ask, when is the web app going to launch? Because you said the WhatsApp will possibly be launched after a few check-ins is done between the end of January or the first week of February. So I want to believe that the web app should come before. Is it that the web app will come before the launch of the WhatsApp, or how is it going to be, and when is the, because the workshop we attended last week, you said on the 9th, which is supposed to be today, that the web app will possibly be out, but I don't know if there is any glitch or
you probably, it's really good question, because probably not only you did this mistake in understanding. When we're talking about web app of Beton AI platform.
Okay.
It's different from web app version of WattsTap game. So it's completely two different. So when we're talking about web app, we had today, as I announced on previous our meeting, an internal check, the final presentation before the go on mainnet, and we in common received quite good scoring. It's really good, but we found couple of optimization that better to implement before the go in mainnet, and checking of this optimization and preparing the final version will be this Wednesday, Thursday maximum. So Thursday before our next corporate Zoom call, we will have a web app version of Beton AI platform. Everything which is related to the dashboard, your cabinet system, your affiliate trees, and so on, stakings, and with the possibility to, and actually that's interesting, unique information that no one knows. This web app will be available at the very first stage with the possibility to jump into staking with BTNs based on base and BTNs based on tone and USDT in one at the same time. So that's the current level of the development, and it means that web app will be the really good solution for those of users that don't have access to Telegram. But let me go back to the web app of WattsTap. WattsTap game initially created as the mini app. We actually have 6 stages of the game implementation, but firstly, it's a mini app game on Telegram. Second, it's web app version of mini app on Telegram that optimized mobility friendly for usage on the browsers. The third stage, it's a mobile game in Google Play. The fourth, mobile game at App Store in one at the same time. And two more, it's the app that based on this mobile game. But about this, the app, it will be a separate conversation a little bit later, I think in a couple of months. But about this first web app of WattsTap, we expect its careful prognosis that after the start of WattsTap mini app based on Telegram, in 2 weeks distance, we will have a web app version, because otherwise BTN Foundation will destroy my working schedule. So because Chinese community will not understand this. They don't have access to Telegram, but we realize this, and therefore we pay a lot of attention to build this web app version in one at the same time. We have really good engine how to convert this into the web app version. All right, let's go to the question of Amina Kaita. Amina Kaita, please unmute yourself. Thank you very much for your question, Abraham.
Good evening, everybody. Mr. Ivan and your team, good evening, and good evening to all the members of the teams. I'm calling from Nigeria. I'm on the Abu Sufyan team. We are very happy to be here and to be with Biton, and we are ready to take it anywhere in Nigeria, especially in northern Nigeria, because it's a very good project. I read the white paper. So my question here is, I learned that the Biton staking is about to finish. So my question really is, Mr. Ivan, if it is finished, what next? Immediately, we cannot buy coins and stake it. What is there anything that we are going to get as a reward? I don't know. I hope my question is clear. And then,
Yes.
what is the motivation? What is the motivation behind creating only 21 million Bitcoin AI? I know a lot of things which I want to hear from you, because little coins at the end of the tunnel, they have high value. But I want to hear from your own side. What is the motivation? What is really the motive by creating only 21 million? Yes, please.
First of all, about the 21 million of tokens, it's completely enough for the purposes to meet expectations of all the projects, inclusively WattsTap needs and kilowatts, because of one important thing. These tokens are possible to be splitted on nano pieces, and the price on this token will be in completely deflation model. And even if somehow all the amount of these tokens will be issued and placed, which is technically, without diving in deep explanation, technically not so easy to reach in nearest couple of years, at least 3 or 4 years, it will be not possible to reach the last million of these tokens. I know from which source you are doing these conclusions, but let's do in this way. We announced a couple of times that from the side of development team, it will be a publication of the report about actually issued tokens and tokens in circulation. The biggest amount of tokens in circulation right now were issued and sent back to the platform. Therefore, it will be not almost, we don't have nothing new, no new issue and new placement of the tokens. And it means that all the tokens you see in circulation, it's previously issued tokens that already in a circulation on a secondary market. And the directions in which these tokens could be absorbed and could be involved into the second circle of or third circle of circulation became more and more. We will not have a problem with the finished amount of tokens for the issue, because this number of tokens still on quite low level. We didn't reach even 30 or 35% of all the tokens that goes into the circulation. All the tokens you can see right now, it's just the repeated circulation of our existing stakeholders that receive some rewards, sending back them to the platform. And now with the utility in the form of WattsTap and the kilowatt as the possibility to buy it, we will have more and more rounds and direction in which these tokens could be used. Therefore, in case if it will be necessary to, after the essential raise of the price, to have a possibility to pay some small payments, I think that nano pieces of tokens of BTN provides with the simple mathematical conclusion that you can add 60 to the common number of tokens, and you will receive in common the amount of minimum pieces. But I think it will be not a problem, because we have a lot of effective solution how to make a portfolio collection of these tokens, a fractionalization of the tokens as the solution that could be implemented. Just stay tuned, and that problem will be completely clear. Actually, we may pay attention to this problem on our next workshop that we're doing at Tuesdays. So please, you may address this question to our support to be included into the work on the next workshop, and I will bring all the statistic. You will see this in real time what is the effective amount of tokens that really issued and how much tokens in the secondary circulation. For the common understanding, it's almost the same situation like with the circulation and issue of Bitcoins in the very beginning of it. In the very beginning, it was it was first impression that everybody around have thousands, millions of these Bitcoins. And these Bitcoins, of course, soon will be finished with this 21 million. But up to now, this number of Bitcoins still far away from the final blocks and final even 1 million or whatever. So in our case, we will have completely the same situation. It's for the purposes to feel this, you need to see the first push of the price after the initial accumulation of liquidity up because of the physical absence of relevant offer in the amount of these bitcoins. Sorry, bitcoins, BTNs. And this process of initial liquidity accumulation goes in a proper way. Maybe not with the dynamic that will be completely satisfied for everybody, but taking into account the market in which we develop in our project, we have a perfect, stable result. Because we already saw a huge fear right before the new year, a huge hope how it will be beautiful soon, a lot of stresses, and we still continue to develop. And that's it. That's a simple and understandable thing. Only people with this strong trust and understanding of the results that you can receive after this certain period of time only are able to reach the final success and to have a multiple increasing of the price, the value, and the economical effect of this. And to understand this, of course, you need to be, I don't know how to explain this in a better way, but you need to be on the Warren Buffett level of thinking. He always said that even if you have 2 pregnant women, it will not decrease the amount of months necessary to have a healthy child. So in this case, we have completely the same situation. We moving forward, and it's one more important comment to this. We successfully passed through the pre-seed stage and a seed stage. On a seed stage, all the project was completely concentrated on the questions how to create as much holders as possible. And we did it. We successfully did it. Thank you all for this work. And it's not the end of the story. Of course, we have a lot of things to be done in the future. But right now, on the foundation stage, we need to be concentrated on the delivering of blockchain, of WattsTap, of kilowatt, utility of BTN token, and so on. And in this case, of course, on a foundation stage, a recirculation of native tokens will be in the focus, which is completely logical. Right now, we need to be concentrated on the material part of the project development. And that's one of the most important. A foundation means that we take real stones, real bricks, and put it into the fundament of our project. The previous stages were in the correct direction, and we finished this. We collect the team, we do know who is our builders and how to build which materials we need to use. And we're doing this successfully. Yes, sometimes it's not 100% pleasure process. Sometimes in opposite, you receive a lot of things, but we building a huge building that will stay for a really long period of time, longer than Swiss banks or any other projects on this market. We already, for your information, we already have a lifetime of our project longer than essential amount of cryptocurrency project, because I do remember some of projects that started in May 2025 and finished in August 2025, and another project that started in September 2025 and finished in December 2025. And we still continue moving forward, and the number of our users just growing up, which means that we not only doing a good concept, we are doing a really useful solution, something that really interesting for different types of developers and businesses. And I think that soon you will see a lot of new faces in our community, not only from the side of the development team, but from the side of different businesses that already start to look at our project, because they do understand that they already lost the moment when they can do something like Beton AI, because for that purposes you need to do all this heavy work with the statistic, with the synchronization of this balance that you need for the purposes to build new results. We even received a lot of requests from the guys of these blockchains that were under our investigation, what exactly we are looking for. And we explained that this is the solution that no one was able to do before. We are the pioneers in this case, and therefore we will be 100% successful, because we definitely know what we are doing. All right, for today, we have almost a perfect timing, 22 in my place. I see that all questions, at least from hands answered. Please pay attention to our chat in this workshop. You have Beton AI presentation. All the slides that you saw with my comments here, you can take from our chat right now. It was really big pleasure to see you all here at Friday night at my place and Friday at your place. Thank you very much for your support and common efforts, and see you soon on our next meeting at Tuesday, if it's suitable for you in time. It will be 3 p.m. Central European time, more comfortable for Eastern part of the world. And of course, everybody, welcome to our corporate Zoom at Thursday, as always at 6 p.m. Central European time, Rome time. And next Friday, I think we will have new materials and new information. Wish you all good weekend, and let's stay in touch. See you soon. Bye, everybody.